Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Solar. So today we're going to be talking about well pumps, and specifically we're going to be talking about putting a soft starter on a well pump. And this is made by Soft Start USA. It's specifically made for well pumps that are 240 volts and are, I think, anywhere from half horsepower up to 5 horsepower, I think, from the documentation. Now the great thing about this soft start is that it's really simple to wire up. It wires into the power circuit coming from the breaker panel. It doesn't have to wire into a control box or like an air conditioner when you're installing a soft start. A lot of times you have to remove some wiring, put the soft starter in series and wire it to the capacitor, and it's really confusing, and a lot of people are really unsure if they're doing the correct thing. This is really simple. You just have to find the circuit in your breaker panel that supplies the well pump, and then you just have to put this directly in the circuit. So what is a soft start and what is it used for? Well, they're specifically made to help start up large motors and compressors, like the motor on this well pump or maybe the compressor that's in your air conditioner on your house. The problem with these motors, these big inductive loads, when they go to start, they require a huge amount of energy right off the bat to be able to get them spun up to speed. And that large spike of current to start them, we call that inrush. And that inrush, the amount of amperage to get to spin it up to speed, that could be anywhere from 3 to maybe 8 times the amount of current that it normally takes to run the pump. It's just a large, quick spike. And the problem is, when you run these solar power inverters, these low frequency inverters that probably 99% of them are nowadays, they have a lot of trouble producing that high amount of current that quickly. So a soft starter, it just softens the blow. It's like a little cushion in there, so it doesn't take as much current to be able to start up a motor or a compressor. And what that does is that takes the stress off of the inverter, and it helps the inverter last longer. And then it helps the stress on the motor or the compressor also, and then those will last longer as well. So when you install a soft start, you have both benefits. It helps the power side, but it also helps the load side. So before we install this soft start, I want to go ahead and get a baseline. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to start up this pump. We're going to see what the max current is to start it up. We'll see what the running current is. We'll also talk about some of the other effects that starting a motor up has on your electrical system. So for this demonstration, we're using a 3/4 horsepower shallow well pump. It's basically just a jet pump with a pressure switch on here to kick the pump on and off. And then of course we got an expansion tank here to increase the amount of volume that you have. Keeps the pump from kicking on too often, but this is a fairly common setup for a shallow well. But this soft start will work on a submersible well pump as well. It doesn't have to be a pump like this. Now this pressure switch, it is set up to turn off at 50 psi, and when the pressure drops down to 30 psi, it will kick on again and start pressuring everything back up. So the way I have this well pump set up, I just have it on a 240 volt plug-in right here, and I've stripped it out a little bit so I can have an amp clamp on here so we can get an amp reading. Now I got it on amps, and I'm going to go to max. I'm going to go ahead and start relieving the water. When this gets down to 30 psi, it'll kick on. So the meter read a max amperage of just over 19 amps. We're going to do this again. We're going to do it with a load. We've got a couple heat guns running, and I switched everything over so the lights in here are running off this as well. And I've got the meter hooked up so that we can monitor the voltage and see how far it drops. Go ahead and release the pressure. There. Hopefully you saw that. Could you see the lights blink? So with all that load on the system, it was actually running about 237 volts. But it dipped down to 193 volts when it tried to start that. So this is a 6,500 watt inverter. It was already outputting about 3,600 watts before we started the pump. And it was still able to start the pump, but you saw the lights dim down, and that's because of that voltage drop. It dropped down to 193 volts, and that's because it couldn't produce enough current quickly, and so the voltage suffered. That voltage dropped off because it couldn't produce enough energy. And I'm sure you've seen that before at other people's houses when their air conditioner kicks on and all the lights in the house dim. And that's because that air conditioner required so much energy, it was pulling so much current, it made the voltage drop down a little bit in the house, causing the lights to dim. And of course, that voltage drop, that's not good on motors, that's not good on compressors. So let's go ahead, we'll get this soft start wired up and see how it does. So here's your well pump soft start, and the top of it, the blue connector on this end, this is incoming power, power going in, and then the white connector on the bottom, this is power going out. Now the way they show to do it, like on their website, is that running to your well pump, you might have a piece of Romex cable, like your normal building wiring. So this would be coming out of the breaker panel, going out to your pump. They basically say you could cut this in half and then wire it into both ends. Remember, this is power, straight power going into this out to the well pump. Since my well pump is wired to a 240 volt receptacle, I'm going to take the plug end and I'm going to wire that to the incoming power, and then I'm going to take a receptacle end and I'm going to wire that to the outgoing side. So you just pull back on this metal, turn the connector, and then it comes out, and then this does come apart. So you can unscrew the back of it, and then there's a little cable, like I call it like a cable clamp. Right here, it comes out the back, and then the plug on the front slides out the back as well. So on this connector, there are 3 screw terminals on here. They're pretty tiny for you to wire up. So the ones on the outside, they are your 240 volts, and then the one in the middle, that one is your ground. All right, there it is, wired up. That was pretty difficult with the stranded wire, I will admit. The company demonstrates it with the Romex, which is solid wire, which I think would be easier to wire in there. So now we got to put it back together. We'll take our little cable clamp, see if we can slide that back down inside. And then take the end cap, tighten it back down. And then it goes in and twists and locks in place. And then the white connector, it wires up exactly the same way. We're going to do the same 2 tests now. We're going to do the first one without any load on the inverter. We're going to see how much the max current is. And on the second test, we'll put a load on the inverter and we'll see how much the voltage drops. Go ahead and plug it in. It's got some status LEDs on the front. It's lit up green. Means it passed the self-test. Got my meter set on max amps. We'll go ahead and kick on the pump. All right, started up. Ended up only being 15.62 amps. So that's about a 22% drop in current. Now keep in mind, this is just a multimeter. It's just reading max amps. This isn't the most accurate way to read this. So now I switch things over, so the inverter's running the lights. It's going to be running these heat guns. Same as before. It says it's running 3,400 watts right now. We'll go ahead and kick on the pump. We'll see if the lights dim this time. All right, kicked on. Lights didn't dim a bit. Oh, awesome. So before the pump started, it was outputting about 237 volts. It dropped down to 234. So you can definitely tell that the soft start made a big difference. You didn't see the lights dim that time. The voltage only dropped 3 volts. It didn't drop more than 40. That's what happened last time. Dropped down to 193 volts. So big difference on the voltage, stayed more stable. And then we had a 22% reduction in amperage. So big difference. Over time, that will really make a difference on your inverter, making it last longer, and your pump or compressor. So as I've looked over the soft starter and then the paperwork that comes with the soft starter, they somewhat contradict each other. So on the front of the soft start, it says good for 0.5 horsepower up to 3 horsepower. But then when you look at the paperwork that comes with it, it says it's good for 0.5 up to 5 horsepower. That's a big difference, whether 3 horsepower is the max or 5 horsepower is the max. So I guess if you're wanting something more than 3 horsepower, I would probably definitely call the company and verify that this is going to work in your application before buying it. So if you guys have a well pump, you're interested in this soft start right here, this is sold at Signature Solar. I'll leave a link down in the description below. If you buy it through my link, I will get a small commission and it'll help out the channel. But I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.